Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
I'm coming.
Bravo.
Check four. Sponge. No.
Get it.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing now is Locke. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 52. Watch the slant. Alert flare. Check three. Kill. Shit.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Kill.
SOS. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. Gone.
Check 13.
Hey, Rocket. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Rush in. Check 52. Kill. No. Off.
But Speed grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Leo.
He's coming, double up. Watch the twist.
Hey, look,
now Gordon on first down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hard.
Check 25, check 25. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Check 9, check 9.
Switch. Hey, high 7. Look, squeeze.
Safe. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist.
Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there and a first down.
18 Gators.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
X3. 218. Chop it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, Things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Go on. Leo. Hey, lock it. Be careful.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stand. 10.
A toss play. Gordon. Stiff-armed him. That one a first down pickup of 8. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Watch the ship. He's crashing.
Look, squeeze.
Undercrunch.
Hey.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check 37. 36. Watch that. Where's 52? Watch the
Yes.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Wahoo!
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And going deep for Hill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 15. Check 15.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the edge. Bang, 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 bang. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Go, go. We fight.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Slam. Shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Look at me. Door. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check. Check your hot read. Slam. Check 4. Sponge.
Yep.
No. Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 15. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 3, check 3.
6-6, pull it high. Clear. Get it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Continuing to fight for more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down.
Squeeze.
First and 10 at the
Roll
40-yard
out.
line.
Check safety, check safety. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Kill, kill, kill.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Check 24, watch 24.
Now.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Rush in, rush in.
Leo.
52.
Come.
55 is my guy, 55. It's going to be a long day.
They're going to look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Look at me. Go.
Check. Slam, slam, slam.
Hard. Shoot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check. Look. Squeeze.
Check hot. Check. Fresno. Watch out.
Fire.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hey, Sam off. Rock it.
Hatchet. Switch.
Hey, Delta. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man left. You got 3 down.
Ready?
A final shot before half for Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
49, check 49.
Go. Get it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to roam now. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, 10, 5. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there by Gordon. 66 yards. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, team 6.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hard.
Big gap. Check 24. Wide. Get wide.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Rip left, rip left.
You're out.
Under 10, 10. Switch.
Ready to go. Let go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
He's checking crap. Under
Ready?
They run it here with Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Rock it. Hey, high 7.
Showing up. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Go. Leo.
Check 37, check 37. 36.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
Check.
He'll drop to throw. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Bam.
Tighten up. Hey, watch it. You go tight.
Go.
You got tight right there.
Hey, check back.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Check 50. Check nickel.
Look at me. Go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist.
5.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hard.
Watch the eye.
80 weapons. Go.
Bang. He's checking. Crash. Slam. Shift. Alert 3. Check.
Greystone travel.
Check.
Let go.
On first down, Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
22 jet bombers now.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Get it, boy.
18 Gator.
Here we go. 31's the
Make 3. 218 chopper.
From just shy of midfield. Locked, caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
It's just me and you.
Shoot.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Block now to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Block now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Hey, Haywood.
51 to Mike.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Hey, lock it.
I'm coming after you. Check 52.
Put up. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, a run with Smallwood. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a 2-score game. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He don't want it. Back. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Move.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2nd and 10. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Safety creep. Check 99. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Delta.
Fresno. Go, Mike 51.
Say go.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To Gordon, out left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Safe. 51's Mike 51. Hey.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard